In today's gaming news, an announcement trailer for The Forest is released, World of Warcraft loses over 1 million subscribers, and both Sony and Microsoft will focus on free-to-play games in the next generation. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is Thursday, May the 9th, and my name is Force, here with your day's gaming news. First up today, I want to show you guys this trailer for the upcoming game, The Forest. It looks pretty spooky. The Forest is a first-person, open-world survival horror game from SKS Games. In it, you find yourself lost in the middle of the woods after a plane crash and must try to stay alive by cutting down trees, building shelter and fire, and hunting or gathering for food. To make matters even worse, you also have to fend off crazy cannibalistic mutant enemies. Not only does this game look terrifying, but it also looks super cool. There's a ton of really neat things that they're going to be doing with this. Not only is there a day-night cycle, but the tides also go in and out with that day-night cycle. There's living vegetation that can eventually die. There's underground caverns and lake systems. All around, in terms of the concepts behind this game, seems phenomenal, and I'm really excited for it. I've sent a message to the developers, and hopefully they get back to me, and I can take a look at this game sometime before its release. Next up in news, World of Warcraft has lost over 1 million subscribers, and the ebb and flow post-launch of an expansion continues. During yesterday's Activision Blizzard earnings report, it was revealed that World of Warcraft has lost approximately 1.3 million subscribers over the past 3 months, which puts the current number of active subscribers at around 8 million. In order to keep current players engaged and attempt to bring back some of those who left, Blizzard intends on having more frequent updates to the game. Now, about a year ago, we had this exact same conversation. An expansion came out, a few months passed, and they lost a bunch of subscribers. And this is pretty much par for the course. And although over time we obviously expect the subscriber numbers to generally decline, the fact that there's still over 8 million for a subscription-based game is astronomical, and I believe it's still the highest subscriber-based game that's out there right now. So this isn't to say that World of Warcraft is dying, as much as people would love to say that, but of course it is gradually losing players because it's getting older, and as most gamers have ADD, they want something new. And this isn't a slight to any of you watching this video, because I'm encapsulated in that. And that's not to say that all gamers have ADD, but oh, look at me, I'm going off track again. ADD! Alright, last up in news today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the next generation consoles from Sony and Microsoft. Apparently, they're going to be focusing more on free-to-play games, something that, as up until this point, has primarily been for the PC. While speaking at the UK's Game Horizon conference, Epic Games VP Mark Rain said the next-generation consoles are going to be fully embracing the free-to-play business model. Mark states that both Microsoft and Sony have been telling this to developers, and as such, it's what we should expect. Now, while this isn't an official source and it's just the VP of Epic, it's the VP of Epic, and I believe he's a pretty credible person, and I would not be all that surprised if the next generation of consoles do in fact begin to focus on the free-to-play market. We've obviously seen that in the mobile platform, and of course here on the PC. And now the whole debate as to whether or not free-to-play is good for gaming, well, that'll be sparked up now amongst the console players, and hopefully that'll bring more people to this conversation about free-to-play, the models that are used, and ideally this is going to bring us towards a better situation for gamers and less of purchasing power or locking content. At least that's the hope, and I hope that that's the case. Anyways, what I want to know from you guys today is, what do you think about the notion that the next generation consoles may in fact start including free-to-play games, which means more microtransactions and potentially subscription models? And yes, that is something that's on the table as well. I know we talk about MMOs losing their focus on subscription base, but that doesn't mean that subscriber-based games are going to go away entirely. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the show. As always, thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. I gotta be honest here, I just find it a little bit depressing that WoW can lose more subscribers than I have. I mean, not to say that I'm more amazing than World of Warcraft, but I'm more amazing than World of Warcraft. Subscribe!